Hi, my name is Travis Sorokie, and I'm here today to explain to you a fantastic way to fish down in Pool 4 down in Red Wing, Minnesota. It's the Dubuque Rig. Right now, there are open water opportunities here in Minnesota. A Dubuque Rig is a three-way rig with two lures on it. It's a border water down in Red Wing, so you're allowed to fish with two lines, or a Dubuque Rig, which will have two hooks on it. The Dubuque Rig is a simple three-way swivel with a heavier jig on the bottom and typically rigged with a minnow or a plastic. I like plastics personally. And a lighter jig, or if the current is really light, we'll even just go to a straight Aberdeen hook and a 4-inch ringworm. Now, these will work both pulling upstream and downstream. If you're pulling downstream with the current, you can get away with a lighter jig on the bottom here. So if I'm going upstream with a 3/8 ounce jig on the bottom, as I go downstream, I'll switch to a different rod that maybe has one that's 5/16 ounce on the bottom. And you work this rig exactly like you do a bottom bouncer in the summertime, okay? So the jig is going to be hitting the bottom, and you're going to drag it and lift it and hold it. And the lighter jig is kind of following around back behind it, mimicking opposite of what this lure is doing up front here. The plastics that I like to use are the Be Fish and Tackle paddle tails, as well as the Impulse swim lures here that are new in 2017. For the ringworms, I like to use the Berkley Tackle Power Bait, the 4-inch, and these Northland Tackle Impulse 4-inch ringworms. The extra scent gives the fish something to key in on in that muddy river bottom. Running a paddle tail on the bottom gives you a lot of vibration. Running a bigger ringworm on top gives you a bigger profile. So if fish don't necessarily hit this one, but they'll see the bigger profile coming. What I like to do when fishing the Denver rig, my main line is 10-pound test. And being the river can sometimes be snaggy, I will put this at, my leaders here will either be 6 or 8-pound test. I never want to go too much lighter than that because there are some big fish down in Red Wing, and then there's the bonus fish that you might hook a sturgeon or a paddlefish or even a big flathead catfish. This is a great rig to fish down in the river. I think you should give it a try.